Hey Battlefield YouTubers, today we got a first look at the new classic map, Dragon's Valley. And if you remember this is from Battlefield 2. I don't really remember it so much. When I started playing it, I didn't play Battlefield 2 that much. A buddy of mine had it. I used to play it at his house, but I never actually owned Battlefield 2 until quite a bit later. And I don't really remember this map, so it was all new to me. It's been, I guess, updated slightly. For the most part, it is Dragon's Valley. But I'm sure there's some differences which I don't really know. I know the weapons obviously are different, and the vehicles are a little different because they didn't exist in Battlefield 2. If you haven't noticed, this is Conquest Large. That's all Battlefield 2 had, and that's pretty much what they do in the CTE anyway. And there's actually people playing because it is a new map. Everyone wants footage. Everyone wants to try it out. This will be free for everyone. Coming up in the next so many weeks, it needs a little touching up. There's some things that are a little wrong, and there's definitely some bugs in this release. Later, you might see some people running around with just guns. You can't see their body. They're totally invisible. And at one part, I don't think I bothered to put it in there. People were sideways to me, like 90 degrees sideways, and I kept like waiting to get a better shot on them because I didn't think they were looking at me. And then they would shoot me in the face because obviously they can shoot sideways. And other not so amusing bugs, there was some audio issues here and there where reloads or some gunfire just didn't play. And we had one where it just seemed to get extremely laggy and buggy at some point. I don't really know what was even going on. It was like some extreme server lag going on. Now getting back to the map's quite large. I'm sure if you play this you already know how, roughly how big the map is. And it's got a lot of cover. There's a lot of foliage and lots of rocks and ways around. And it's quite good. It plays quite well. And not only does it play nice, it looks pretty nice too. All this stuff going on, I thought, maybe my frame rate would dip, but it actually stayed pretty stable while looking really good. And the land's really varied. There's areas around that are like, a lot of buildings going on. Pretty much all of it's destructible, except for some of the main big structures. Like right in here, nothing much blows up. But like all the outside areas, different flags have lots of smaller buildings, more modern buildings, and those can be all blown apart. And by the end of the match, they're all fairly destroyed. Trust me. If you're moving around and getting to all these points, believe me, there's quite a few engineers because there's so many vehicles going on, and all these buildings were getting RPG'd like crazy. Everything was destroyed. Everything's getting blown up. A lot of assault players right around here, some supports, but like on the outside edges, the engineers really shined. All those tanks, AAs, helicopters going on. Quite good for an engineer. And there was a few people trying to run as the recon, trying to be a silly little sniper. The map I don't think is that great for it just because there is so much cover. I don't think they could see that well. I'm sure they're going to find their points here and there. But I don't think it's going to be that good for a recon player. Now, if you're a jet pilot or you like to spend a lot of time in the helicopter, this map will be very good for you. I think. And I say I think because there was a hacker in the helicopter in the other team, and he basically was taking us out left and right. That's, one of the reasons why this isn't like a spectacular gameplay or anything. I just worked 12 hours. I'm really tired. And I got to play this. And I thought, I'm going to play Battlefield Hardline. The maps just came out, the first DLC. But when I looked at that, there were literally 0 people playing on the new DLC maps. Yeah. Now, I know some of you people out there are going to be like, where's the rest of the classic maps? There should be more in this, right? I don't really know. All I know for sure is this one has been shown here. It's, the only one they're talking about right now. Maybe we're only going to get 1 free classic map. Personally, I thought we were going to get 2 to 4. Just because, we usually get 4. And, I thought, if they're really cheap, maybe we'd only get 2. But right now, as far as I know and far as I've seen, this is the only one we're getting as of right now. Which kind of sucks. I guess they didn't have to put this out. I know they kind of, I don't know about felt bad, but trying to give something back after a lot of people felt screwed at the launch of the game. And that's great. We're getting something essentially for free. But at the same time, I was hoping for a couple other maps to come back. Not just this one. But it is a good one. At least we're getting a good one. Now, for the rest of the video here, I'm just going to let it play. I'm not going to talk over it anymore. Again, I'm extremely tired. I wish I had a little better footage. But again, tired, and the hacker kind of ruined a lot of it. He kept killing a lot of us. though.
Objective Foxtrot is compromised.
I spotted an enemy.
Active target. Target is objective. Objective Charlie is ours. We now control Objective Charlie.
The bro underneath me. I'm bailing it now.
We have neutralized objective. Objective Echo. They have located enemy machine gunner operating out of your current position. There appears to be an enemy aircraft operating north of you. Everyone, check your maps for resupply location. Over.
Заметил вражеский транспорт!
If you enjoyed my video, would appreciate it if you hit the like and sub button. True story. Somebody was knocking on my door apparently when I was playing this, and I only heard it when I was playing it back, watching the footage over. Weird.